Welcome back, everyone. This is going to be a continuation of my previous video where Real Talk with Roy did a reaction about my previous video on his live show. And some of the things he said that Doordash has been already for the past years a charity app. What's any different now? What's the difference now? Well, my answer to that, Roy, is you said it yourself. How can two wrongs make a right? I want him to answer just that. How can two wrongs make a right? By adding more, you got two bads, you already got something that is bad, right? And you're adding something that's even more bad. How can that be even better? How about you add something good in there to change that around? That's the whole idea. That's the meaning behind what I was talking about yesterday. And there's more going on with Klarna than just what I just found out today as well. How is it that Klarna does not charge any interest or fees from the customer? Customers that use Klarna, they don't get charged any fees. Nothing. No interest, no nothing. How is Klarna making any money? This is how. They get a rate, a fee from the merchant, from the restaurant. Now, let's put this whole thing in perspective now. The restaurant is going to pay a percentage to DoorDash and a fee to Klarna. How is that going to benefit the merchant? How is this going to boost even more sales? Does that look like a benefit for everybody? Now you might say, well, this has to deal with the merchant. What does it have to do with the driver? We want to see more orders and larger orders. There you go. You know why? The result of that, your chances of getting a higher tip is with larger orders. Why can't we do that? And when customers order larger orders, give them more incentives, more bonuses for that to happen. In result, the merchant makes more, DoorDash makes more, and the delivery driver's chances of getting a higher tip. Now, I know there's going to be some people that say, well, not necessarily big orders, not all of them pay large tips. But if you put it all on a scale, a lot of the big tips coming from large orders. We had the large order program, and people who are on it, they can tell you. It wasn't a guarantee every large order, but most of the large orders that we're seeing, big tips. So instead of doing that, we're going to add more charity proposal into the mix. So we're going to add two wrongs, and that's supposed to make a right. That's what I was getting at with the video. There's alternatives. The alternative is trying to persuade or encourage customers to order more food. The more they order, the more bonuses, the more incentives. They can throw in some kind of promo. If you order 5 large orders, we'll send you a free airline ticket of the destination of your choice. Or tickets to go to Disneyland or to Universal Studios. Something to boost bigger orders. That everybody's going to benefit. The bigger the order, the bigger the percentage DoorDash is going to get from the merchant. The bigger the order, the merchant makes more money. And the bigger the order, the percentage of tips and the chances are higher than one little single Big Mac. Yeah, there's going to be that one customer out of there, some aristocrat, that orders one single Big Mac and tips $20. But do you see that all day? Is that reality? The answer is no. But is it more likely with larger orders you'll see bigger tips? The answer is yes. The chances and the percentages are a lot higher. And that's what we're getting at. Why can't this be added in there that helps everybody instead of Klarna? There you go. And the same thing with the merchant. When you go to the merchant and you give him, the order is $10 and you give him a $10 bill, he instantly got his money. How about if you have a prepaid cash on the card and you hand that to the merchant? They instantly get their money. What's the second best thing after that? A debit. When you use a debit card, within an hour or two, they take out the money. And when you have your bank app, you can check it yourself. Like I don't have a bank and I don't have the app and I don't use debit. I do. And I check this stuff. And like I see within an hour, sometimes even 10 minutes. But ask any merchant with a credit card. They don't like credit cards. But they do it because the way things are in life, everybody has a credit card. But they don't like waiting for their money 7 to 10 days to get their money for that order. They don't like that. But they're doing it because the way of times are right now. That's the only reason they're doing it. Everybody likes to, when they sell a product, they all like the idea of getting their money right now, right then and there. Right there and then. Because everybody has bills. 7 days, 10 days you're waiting for credit card. You got bills during that time. How about incentive for that? Incentive and bonuses for people that use cash on a card or a debit card. Something better than Klarna. Klarna is going to charge merchants now. Merchants getting hit with 2 whammies. And it doesn't look like you'll see a lot of big orders with Klarna. I'm sorry. It's better if they come out with something, a good idea, like I just said. Larger orders, so we can see larger orders. And I'll give you an example right now. A fact example. Years ago, when I worked at a pizza shop, the small personal pie of pizza, just cheese, it's $5. So if you order 2, obviously it's $10. So what did the owner do to boost sales? Buy 2 of those, and don't pay 10, buy 2 for $7. Deduct $3. Do you know, he had it for 30 days. Do you know that we were overwhelmed with orders and drivers were going crazy for 30 days? This guy turned into a Rockefeller in 30 days. 2 for $7 was the biggest thing. Every phone call, 2 for $7, 2 for $7, 2 for $7, non-stop all day. And then after 30 days, the special was over. Guess what customers were doing? They were buying one personal pie. That's it. It's like, I'm not going to buy 2 for 10. But it was 2 for $7. They're like, well, only two extra dollars for the next one? That's a deal. That's how that works. The more they buy in, the more the bonus, the more the incentives. That's what's going to work with this shit. Encouraging customers buying more. Bigger orders, they'll hit the percentage. A lot of these customers hit the percentage. Not necessarily, but what we're seeing and we're hearing from the results from videos and live streams, a lot of customers like to hit the percentage button for tips. So if it's $20 and they hit the 15%, that's $3. But if it's $100, that's $15 tip. Is $15 tip better than $3? Hell yeah. And if they get a big discount, the bigger the order is, the bigger the discount. Why not? That's going to boost more people ordering larger orders. We're seeing a lot of tiny little orders. That's the problem. And when we do see big orders, we're not seeing that much we're seeing a little bit more of a bigger tip. Even that has come down. but it's way better than somebody ordering just a Big Mac and have it delivered. Or they order one pie of pizza and have it delivered. When the orders are bigger, the percentage and the chances are better of seeing a bigger tip. And yeah, we know it's not a guarantee that every large order is going to have a tip in it. But put it on a scale. When you have 100 one-item orders, and compare that with 100 large orders, where are you going to see higher tips? I bet you the larger orders. 100 large orders, you'll see bigger tip. That's why they had the large order program. They swam in freaking tips in there. They were swimming in tips with the large order program. Large orders, there you go. Something to boost large orders. Something to benefit everybody and the customer. If it's going to benefit a lot the customer, in return, the merchant and the gig economy company and the drivers will benefit after that too. It's a business idea. It's old. It's nothing new about it. That was the whole meaning of the video yesterday. I hope everybody understands that now. And you can leave it in the comments. And Roy, don't look at the book only on its cover. You got to look inside the book as well. You got to look at all the details. Not just the face value of it. You got to look at inside the book as well. Just don't look at its cover only. That's all I'm going to say. There's a lot of things they can do with these companies. And other companies and other businesses that have done it. And they have seen the result. When they're doing promotions and they're doing specials for large orders, things happen. I'll leave it there. Catch you guys later.